Good evening. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody's having a great day. It's been super busy for me, trying to get a bunch of stuff done, and I know you guys are feeling the effects. Retrograde is on its way. It's not quite here, but damn it, man, it is sending some waves. So just to be a little heads up, retrograde for Mercury happens on the 29th of this month. But we're already starting to feel those smaller effects. You're going to find that your electronics, things like that, start to act a little funny. But you know what? We can get through it, and we cannot let it get to us. Retrograde kicks our ass, but we can fight back. So nice to see everybody here tonight. I'm going to ask everybody to do me a huge favor and to like, subscribe, ring the bell, share to everyone. Share this to your favorite groups. Share this to your favorite friends. Do what you can to spread the word about My Psychic Connection. Remember, guys, season 1 is coming to its close towards the end of this month. So the 31st will be the last episode of this show. We'll take a 2-week break, and then our summer show with psychics that you guys haven't met yet will be joining us, and we'll have some cool and fun stuff going on throughout the summer. It's going to be fun, and I can't wait for you guys to meet everybody. Now, then when we come back at the end of the summer, and the first week of September, or the second week of September, will be a break. So we'll take those 2 weeks off, then we'll come back on the last week of September on season 2 of MPC Live with Journey Ryan, Trinity, and Gifts of Faith. We will be back, and we'll have even more additions to the show. So I can't wait. Dream interpretations will be going away in season 2. Wasn't everybody's favorite, but I do got some really cool and fun stuff planned for that. Meeting new psychics on Thursdays is pretty much where we're going to be at. We're going to be seeing the new upcoming psychics learning how to read tarot right here in front of you. So if you guys got a tarot deck and you're just like, hey, I want to learn how to read, how do I connect to my cards? Season 2, that is Thursdays. That's going to be your time to shine. So just hang in there with that, guys. I cannot wait for you guys to see some of the fun and upcoming stuff that we have going on here. Guys, I do have to remember everything here at My Psychic Connection is copywritten by My Psychic Connection, and if it's used for anything else other than My Psychic Connection purposes, there will be some disputes. So just know that. We had some people trying to use our stuff to get stuff, so I have to say that now, and everything else will be handled legally. So please don't use our stuff unless you're just watching it and having a good time with it, but please do not use it for anything else. We had some people trying to steal it and do all that fun stuff, and unfortunately, that's why I've been so damn busy this morning. All right, so guys, you know what you're here for, not to hear me ramble, but you are here for the wonderful Trinity Black.
Hi, everyone. Oh, no. Too much, boy.
Oh, you know I've got to do it over the top, girl. You know that?
Yes. Yeah. So, hello, everybody. Tonight is wonderful. Happy birthday, Taurus, again. So, I was looking at things, Journey, and how we have the moon in Taurus and the sun in Taurus, and it's a new moon. So, it's like, now we all know that Taurus represents possessions, housework. You being working and diligent, I'm not even surprised, because it's like they're all merging together. So, I think that's fantastic. Right. There's been a lot of fast energy, I felt like, lately. The last few weeks, maybe. I guess the whole month of May for that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, yeah, things are coming and going quick, up and down quick. But, whatever, like, your teaching is, this is what I think anyway. You just have to hold on to it and stand firm and gently increase it. But, yeah. I remember our talks. One thing you used to correct me on was you'd say, like, don't put yourself down or don't say this or that. I think that was like one of my biggest flaws. Like when I look into my, like, say my natal chart, my Chiron. So for some who don't know, and you can look it up more, but Chiron is the guy who's on a horse and he's a wounded healer and he's in everybody's chart. Everyone has a wounded healer within somewhere. But mine happens to be actually, believe it or not, in religion and philosophy of the 10th house. So, the 10th is what? What is, wait, hold on. Let me count it. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. Okay, so wait, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Yeah, January, which is in Aquarius, which is in the mind. So if you look at it as like I'm a wounded healer in my mind of thoughts about philosophy, religion, and travel, that means that whenever I go to use my gifts, there's a little wound coming out with that too, because it's like landing right there, like bam, but I can't not use my gifts because I am a Pisces.
Exactly.
Yeah, a Leo rising has to create. We just have to.
And radiate. Don't forget the radiation. Just like the sun, you have to share and shine.
I love that. You look very handsome.
Well, thank you. You look gorgeous yourself.
Thank you. No makeup tonight. Allergy season. I'm just like, I'm not going to put in the effort. What? Really? But thank you, though.
I wore some chapstick for you guys tonight, so I.
Oh, that's sweet. That is nice. That is really nice. I'm really excited to be here and thankful and can't wait to talk to you guys.
Absolutely. Well, we got tons of questions coming on in. Guys, don't forget to share, like, subscribe. We're building up that YouTube channel. We do have a drawing coming up for this month. Christina A won last month's drawing. She got a smartwatch. It is on its way. That way she can have it here in just the next few days. So it's really awesome. I'm so happy for her, and I'm so glad she joined our show, our site, everything. Guys, don't forget about mypsychicconnection.com. You sign up, get 3 free minutes, and then whatever the psychic is charging per minute. It's a really great site. It's a way to get a one-on-one and talk to your psychic and get that personal read. Unlike what you get here, you get a read, but we can be more in-depth and very more descriptive with some of the things that need to be said that can't always be said on air, because nobody wants to air up their dirty laundry, especially where everybody can see it. So,
right.
You go in the little closet on My Psychic Connection and talk to whomever you want to talk about that dirty laundry. But that being said, Trinity, are you ready to do some readings?
I sure am. I hope my friends are going to help me because I don't have anything or anybody.
Oh, like, hey, me. Let me talk to you.
Yeah, so, true. I'm counting on the crew to bring me through.
I need Saja. Saja, go ahead and throw us your question. You jumped the list. Let's check to see if anybody else jumped the list before we go and name the next person in line. All right, Saja, I need you to come forward. All right, Saja's the only one to jump the list at the moment, so let's go ahead and look to see who is on the top of our list. And then Don Williams, get your question ready. Do not post it, but get your question ready. But I need Saja to come forward for their question. But Don Williams, get your question ready, but do not post it. Ooh, look at there, Trinity burning some sage and some.
Well, yeah, whatever I can. Yeah, I love it.
In that mood, you gotta get in the mood.
Yes,
like it. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I'm doing it anyway.
You're doing back in the day stuff. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass it to you. Okay. Yep. That is hilarious.
I'll put it in the locket and stick it in my pocket. We're good.
Yeah. And next season with the green screen, who knows what's going to happen?
I know what's going to happen back there. I might come running behind you. All right. Saja, where are you, sweetheart? We need your question.
Wow.
Moonrock, are you Saja? I think you are. I can't remember. I think you are Saja. Okay, this is you. All right. Saja, here is Trinity. Trinity, Saja, you guys enjoy your read. Here you go.
Hello, I would like to know if you see anything happening in the next few weeks and anything happening with work. Okay, let's look at that. That's going to be pretty easy because you come off Moon Rock to be like very consistent with me. And you know what I mean? So you're pretty much on a stable line, it looks like. So you said in the next few weeks and anything happening with work. Okay, so let's look at that real quick because the next few weeks we are running into June. So, of course, that's Gemini season. So I actually have, now originally before you asked the question, I pulled this card. Sometimes I'll pull them without the question. Oh no, you can't share it that good. But the other card I have is Sun also. So I see the Sun. So the card is basically telling me that you, I promise you this, the cards are looking like saying, expect good news. Keep up your positive affirmations. I've heard that's what you're working on. That's what you've been doing. Similar to me, like you're like trying not to put yourself down or doubt yourself. So the cards are saying, keep doing that. And I don't see anything coming up right this hot second, but I'm still looking. With work, that's like not showing a lot too right now for some reason. Okay, but what is coming up is the Two of Cups. So with work, I'm assuming the cards are talking about your emotions and how you feel about your coworkers. So the cards are going right back to what they originally started saying, which is try to think more positive. Is the cup half empty? Is it half full? And then the biggest lesson that, yes, just trying to smile and laugh. Oh, that is hilarious. And one of the bigger things they're showing me is that right now, things are foggy with your home environment, is what they're saying. Okay, and I have a card here too. 1 second. Let me get my little flashlight out. That might help when I show the video. I'm not sure. I mean the picture. But right here I have Four of Pentacles, which, like I said, 4 also represents stability sometimes. But he's sitting there and looking at things to do and such as that nature. And there's the cat by the window. I'm going to re-show you the Sun cards I pulled out for you, because I like the way my cell phone highlights it somewhat.
Beautiful.
Thank you. You can see a little more detail. These cards are coming up. They're speaking on your next few weeks. But where I'm getting the conflict at with you, and I feel like you are sensing something's quite off. Something's quite not right. But what's going on is you're like, say there's a fan over here blowing, and I have a candle here. And I want the fan on me, and I also want the candle lit. This is what I strongly want. So now I notice if I sit here and put the candle near me, near the fan, of course, you know it's going to blow out. So the spirits are telling me that's kind of what's going on with your thoughts and your emotions. It's like the things you're wanting are contradicting the things you're wanting. And that's why it's been like a deadlock. That's why things are going on there in that environment. And they wanted me to address that because they said all you need to do is just don't rush yourself. Don't pressure yourself. You just need to work with clarity more and clearly define what you want, but also be practical and look at what's going on. The physical manifestations, because we are, like I said, we're sun in May and moon in May, and that's like the Taurus, the bull, the elephant. That's very tangible. So that's why I showed you the tangible reading. If you want a lit candle and you want a cool breeze and you have them both together, obviously the candle's going to go out. So now you know you have to like work around the candle. Okay, I'm about to go and move it away. But Spirit is talking to you as I'm talking to you. So I don't know if you want to watch this part, but they're definitely and there's an old man around you too, rubbing your back. And so there's a female around you saying, sit up, get your posture right, and the old man is there rubbing your back to comfort you. So I'm gonna close with that and pass it back to Journey now. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your question, Saja. Let's go ahead and see if anybody else jumped the list. And I said Dawn Williams to get her question ready. And Dawn, let's go ahead and have your question. All right. Let's take a look here and see. All right. We got some people that jumped the list, so we'll get to those here in just a minute. Let's take a look, see if Dawn posted her question. Come on, Dawn Williams, go ahead and throw me your question. And Moonrock also said, laugh out loud. I'm trying to work on my posture. Thank you.
Oh, the posture. Oh, yeah, that was actually really funny.
Hey, where is Dawn Williams? I know you were here just a minute ago. Go ahead and throw us your question. All right, there is Dawn right there. And Dawn, this is Trinity. Trinity, meet Dawn Williams, and she's got a question for you.
The sun is saying, Oh, I'm sorry. Does my son have anything he wants to say to me? The first thing I do here is the son is saying he loves you very much. Um, he seems very young to me, you know, so his energy is coming across like a younger person, and I mean like less than 20s actually. So his personality is he comes off as innocent and pure and friendly. He was a bit of a people pleaser sometimes, but he's saying that he just wants you to feel all right, if that makes sense. He's saying he wants you to feel all right. He's saying he got the letters you sent. He likes poetry. He's saying something about music now. Like I can hear, well, I don't know how it's working, but it's working. He wants me to pull a card. Hold on a second. Don't rush me. He's very energetic and eager and excited. He's in peace. And even though he was a people pleaser, even though he did pass over, he wants you to know, hey, mom, continuing my education. He's continuing his education. He wanted you to know. He's still learning and growing and evolving. I'm just going to throw these up here. And I could tell you what they are. They are 6 of Swords and 4 of Wands. But I'm going to still show you anyway. So sometimes right there is a full moon, but right now we're in a new moon. So I do feel like he's addressing something that's going to happen in 2 to 3 weeks, maybe when the full moon comes. But he's saying with the new moon, you know what I mean? Just keep trying to nurture and build up everything. And that's my words and my interpretation. But that's what he's saying about that part. He actually wants you to play games. He says he's really around for that a lot. He likes games. So I don't know if it's Xbox necessarily. But I know phone games for sure. I know he's saying something like that it's good for your mind to relax and things. But so far, that's the most part I have about him. I do want to pull one card for you, though, for like wherever you're at romantically. And hopefully this will cheer you up a little bit. The card I have is called Forgiving and Learning. And it says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So the card I'm feeling like with you as far as romance, that I really like, somebody wanted me to throw that out there, even though you didn't ask. But what they're saying is just continue to forgive. Actually, I don't even want to say forgive. Okay. So what I'm hearing is different than what the card's saying. Oh, he wants you to play a game though.
He said, he got Xbox.
Yes, he loved his Xbox. Oh, that's cute. Thanks, Journey. I appreciate you reading that, Journey, because sometimes they're talking so much. I'm like, hey, hold on, guys. But yeah, that's how it was like. Because what they're going to say is, well, we're not going to say forgive the ex. Right. They're saying you don't have to forgive because what they did, that was their loss. And you just have to almost see it that way, that they don't miss the water till the well runs dry. But eventually they'll learn better and do better, but you shouldn't take things personal. And they're talking about the romantic world or like heart and emotions. They're saying don't take it personal, but yeah, hurt people, and you'll be fine. Ooh, I got that out. That was fun. I feel like I fell down the steps, but I got to where I was trying to go because that was a lot. Yeah, that was some reading there. Okay, so I'm going to pass it to you now, Journey. Thank you.
All right, Don Williams, thank you so much for that question. And I'm glad we were able to connect with that person for you tonight. All right, so I need Miss Menard to go ahead and throw us their question. And then Sharon E., get your question ready because you will be next. So Miss Menard, go ahead and throw your question. Don says, thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome, Dawn. Yeah, the little boy, the son, he's like showing me the Xbox controller and wire and all that. And I was like, I'm not going to say Xbox. Every child in America plays Xbox. They're going to think I'm making it up, but I couldn't resist. So, but I still threw the cell phone thing in because like some of her friends around her that's invisible to spiritual gods or whatever, they like her to take her mind and put it in other directions when she's very upset sometimes. Well, instead of troubleshooting. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got Hale Menard here wanting to ask a question. Hale, this is Trinity. Trinity, meet Hale.
Hello, Queen. Nice to meet you, Hale Menard. What can I expect pertaining to my love life within the next 3 months? Okay, so for the card, I'm going to show you the cards I pulled, but I'm not going to go into them a lot. But the first card I pulled, and we're talking about the first month of which you're talking about, I come up with Queen of Swords.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, the card is speaking to me about clarity. It's speaking about messages coming to you, and that's why there's a bird there in the sky. The card is talking about you being stable, and even though the winds blow, you're unmovable. Okay, so the first month, and this is pertaining to the love life. The next month we're talking about, like the theme of it almost per se, I have the Nine of Cups, which is like a lot of times they call it emotional fulfillment, but you just have to understand, again, the second factor, again, they're talking about stability, peacefulness, relaxing. And like I said, there's 9 cups, they're almost full. Also, don't forget, 9 is the Hermit in major cards. So that's also solitude, peace, and quiet. And I'm going to tie it together, so I'm trying to hurry up. Now, the third month, it has actually, you're going to see more movement within this romantic love life, or pertaining to your love life. But for that, I have the Chariot. So if you look at the moon and you think 3 months, we're going to go for the crescent moon. We're going to go the first 2 weeks of the third month. So it's like the third month, within the first 2 weeks, you should see movement. There's going to be contrast. There's going to be opposing things going on and opposites. But again, he's sitting down. So Spirit is saying, keep your stability. You know what I mean? Of course, you want to be flexible and everything like that too. But you want to keep that stability up. Now, to go with these cards that I just put up, I am going to pick out the first 3 after I shuffled the deck of my romance cards, and I'll let you know. I don't know if I'm going by the picture or the words, but one of the cards is saying it is safe to love. So I'm gonna have to say the word again. She's sitting on a horse and she's stable. But it's a true story, because she's actually, so maybe a part of your love life might be pertaining to money, or maybe you're working on something and it's not all together, and you have to tie up some loose ends for you to see it and really value and express that love life. Because the cards are clearly showing, like on the first month with you that we're talking about, it has a woman riding a horse and she has someone by her side, but it shows this woman, she's got all her needs with her. Like, she has everything she needs. And then above her, there's the angel, you know. And earlier, I know I spoke about Chiron, and you might need to check your natal chart with your wounded healer also, because Chiron definitely does depict a satire, someone riding a horse. On the next picture, I do have playfulness, and so that's for next month. And the next month you're talking about, which also corresponds with the Nine of Cups card I pulled. And of course, and it's talking about, and this is what I'm going to advise is from personal experience, if you put out good energy of fun and flirty and happiness, eventually that's what's going to come right back at you. So it still goes into the Queen of Swords starting out saying, clearly define what you're looking for and want, you know, as far as feelings and emotions. And the third card that I have for the third month, which is corresponding with the Chariot card I picked already, is express your love. Now, she's hugging him, holding him. You know, it's tangible now because they're both human. Like on this card, on the second month, that's really like an angel almost even, and they're in some kind of realm. But on this card here, they are in the physical realm, and it's human, and it's manifestations. So that goes with the Chariot card. So that's what I see. I'm going to send it to Journey now. Thanks. I'm going to pass it to Journey.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Hale. I hope that brought you some clarity on your situation and how things are going. And we do appreciate your question. Now, don't forget what I told you about your own practice. You know, don't let yourself get into a stagnant energy, but don't overwhelm yourself with your spiritual gift, because it is definitely strong.
Yeah, I mean, and with that stability, sometimes it is just about relaxing, like you're saying, not overworking and stressing, but having that balance of timing and relaxing and things like that. But you can tell she thinks ahead because she said for the next 3 months.
Exactly.
So that does say something. Yeah, definitely.
So goes, you're right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, so I need Sharon E to come on down with her question so we can get you up and get your chance to get your read with Trinity. You did jump the list, so let's go ahead and take that. Guys, that small donation on the side there will get you ahead of everybody else on the list and also guarantees your reading. So just know that way, because at the hour and a half mark, we will not take any more jumps and we'll be just doing whoever's left on our list. Now, remember, guys, we're going to try to get to everybody as fast as we can and try to get you as much information as we possibly can within our 5-minute time window. Also, you can go to mypsychicconnection.com, sign up, get 3 free minutes, and talk to any of our psychics on the website and get that one-on-one personal read where we don't air out that dirty laundry.
There you go.
But sometimes we just don't want to let it out too much. All right, well, we've got Sharon here. Sharon, this is Trinity. Trinity, this is Sharon.
Hey, Sharon. This is a sad story. Uh-oh. And I'm like super happy right now, so this is going to be interesting. This is a sad story. The love of my life suffered 2 massive strokes and a craniotomy to relieve the swelling in his brain. Oh, he has been on a ventilator for 1.5 months. Prior to the strokes, we had gotten back together and were working on our relationship. He was still reluctant to commit wholeheartedly. Will he come back a new man in the sense that he will be able to recover? And want to commit wholeheartedly to our relationship. Oh, okay, hold on. By the way, his heart did stop once 3 weeks ago, but I don't want to read on, because actually that I do want to go back to this again real quick. 2 massive strokes, a craniotomy, relief swelling in brain. Okay, I'm ready, Journey. You can put it to the next part. Thanks.
I don't see the next part here, so Sharon, you'll have to send the rest of that while Trinity looks at what you have so far. Because it cut us off at a certain amount of words. Did you need that, Bob? Did you?
I see like with the guy there, it comes off to me like he does have some hesitation on the committing wholeheartedly. It says they weren't able to revive him. Oh, okay. Well, that was good then. That is a very sad story. And, I'm sorry for your pain and suffering with that. And I commend you, and I think you've been strong and supportive to him and by his side through these things. Let me see. I get a sense that he still thinks, I don't even know how to word that, but Jenny can like read my mind sometimes, so I feel like you kind of know where I'm going with sometimes. But anyway, the card I did get right here is romantic feelings. So they're encouraging. They're saying your feelings are real and worth exploring, but of course, even though the card is general, it definitely speaks specifically to you, because the feelings you have are you wanting reciprocated love that's loyal and dedicated and wholeheartedly, to where you're not like on a date and he's constantly staring at the phone, or he's not like running for family or friends all the time, but he actually, he takes care of himself and does things, but you're more of a priority. I'm not sure exactly which way he's going. It's not coming off clear. Let me see. I'm going to pull some cards here for you, though, and talk about the cards, and hopefully I'll get it done before the timing goes off. But now the first card I have for you, Sharon, so the cards are actually speaking to you, and this is 10. This is Wheel of Fortune, and it's addressing the end of a cycle. So as you see, so I think for a minute the cards did slip back. They're slipping back to before this new moon. So they're going back about a week or two, and they're talking about I'm going by the pictures, not by the meaning of the cards. They're talking about you feeling a little defensive and being in some battle, but there's 7 there. And 7, as you know, is considered a sacred number. And then the third card I have here is the Emperor. So yeah, that's about work and entrepreneurship. So he's a little bit depressed right now. So I wouldn't see, I mean, yes, I know he does love you. I know that. His higher self, his inner being, does already love you wholeheartedly. He couldn't love you any more than he does. But the situation is him doing it and you receiving it or interpreting it that way. That's where you know, and that was before he was sick and before you stood by his side, even though he may act otherwise. And the spirit is saying he really does act otherwise. Like you almost gotta, you know what I mean? But spirit is saying, they're saying continue in your works that you're doing and try not to feel guilty or beat yourself up over it. And also then I have these 2 cards and the bell rung, so I'm going to go soon. I actually do have the Devil here and the Hangman here. So I'm going to put them up so you can see them. But he's saying continue in it. Continue in it. And these are the pictures that are going with what I'm hearing. So thank you. And I'm going to turn this to Journey now.
Oh,
right. Could you imagine a psychic saying that? Continue following the devil and self-sacrifice. I want her to read the card for herself.
But the thing about it is the devil's not always a bad thing, but it's making you realize that there are some things you need to be watching out for and to protect yourself. So just know that. All right.
Well, I mean, if I were the one who received a reading like that, if I got a card that said your feelings are worth looking into, and if a psychic said, I do see he loves you on some level, even though he doesn't act like it. And then the next when you get the devil, that's Saturn, that's bondage. That's why there's often the devil holding the male and the female in the chains. And in some cards, it's in the month. It's like May because you see the cow horns. So, and then when you get that self-sacrifice, that's run by Pisces, they say, but that's the 12th tarot card. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
12 months in a year. But that's definitely all about emotional intelligence, is what a friend once said.
That's exactly
that sacrifice thing. And she has given up certain things to be with him.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So thank you so much for that one, Sharon. And we appreciate your question. So the next person on our list is Eeyore, a.k.a. Amy. Get your question out there, and we're going to take it right after our break. And then Miriam, get your question ready, and we'll be right back after these messages. Stay tuned.
Are you looking for the very best website designs? Look no further than mypressmarketing.com. Let their expert staff take your website, phone site, or mobile app to the next level, fast and easy. That's mypressmarketing.com. Why shop anyplace else? Just tell us what you want and we will build it. Why settle for an everyday design? Get a design that stands out from the rest. We can even offer your business radio and magazine advertising. That's mypressmarketing.com. Let us be your advertising, marketing, and website design specialist today.
For Central Kentucky's best selection of pets and pet supplies, visit Adventure Pets in Berea. We have one of Central Kentucky's largest selection of fresh and saltwater fish, exotic birds, hamsters, reptiles, puppies, kittens, and more. We carry several lines of premium dog and cat food. We also stock Frontline Plus, Advantage, Capstar, and other products for flea and tick control supplies for dogs and cat health needs. Call us today at 859-985-8001.
right, and we are back, and Amy's question came in faster than I thought. All right, so Amy,
quick.
all right, so Amy is here with her question. I'm going to go ahead and post it. It's a two-part question, so I'm going to go ahead and post this up here. Amy, this is Trinity. You've talked with her before, and we're happy you got to come back and get a read with her. And so, Trinity, here is Amy's question, and this is part 1.
Can you give me a reading on my relationship? Nothing major. We have been overwhelmed. Uh-oh. Well, I can tell you that right now. And I just want to know what you see for us in the near future. And then you put a beautiful blue heart and said, thank you. I appreciate that. We heard back from our property management company and they negotiated in our favor. Just wanted to tell you the good news on the previous reading. Thanks. Wow, that's great. And what I'm really happy for is how like spirit is always with you and that you do look up and acknowledge spirit. I mean, when you said overwhelmed, to me, the next logical step after overwhelmment is sort of like you descend. You hit the bottom, then you go up, or you at some point you have to stop the fall and go up. But I'm not quite sure if I understand your meaning of overwhelmment, but we'll see how she does with these cards and how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But okay, so I picked 3 cards for you, and one is the Star, and the Star represents healing. One is the Fool, and one is 6 of Swords. So the cards are telling me you're coming out of rough water, rough emotions. You're coming out of a situation where, like, say, as far as intellectually with lovers, it was very challenging, which is what you just said anyway. But the cards are just saying, yup, she told you right. So, so if you look at the Star card right here, I also feel like they're saying in due time, because that's sort of how we, as we're in human form on Earth, move. That's how we operate with the sun, moon, and stars, and timing, and days, and months, and seasons. So in due season, but this card is definitely speaking about you being refreshed. This Fool, I'm glad that your vibration was so high. Everything is like really working out good for you. So the overwhelmment, I just see that sort of similar to how things are in this water. Oh, that's the wrong card. I'm sorry. No, this is the right card. Being in the vortex, get more into the spiritual realm. That's what they're saying. You are saying you don't have time to do the things they're asking you to do. Like, no, I don't have time to go out and do this right now. I don't have time to read that. I really got to get going. I really have other things I'm working on, or I'm really not in the mood. So every now and then you are coming up with that going on. But as you know, 6 lovers, I think you do know a little about tarot, or a lot actually. But the tarot for 6 represents lovers. So as you see these 2 people here, it's okay sometimes if he's sitting there trying to do work and you're sitting there trying to meditate, or you're taking care of things that's like your inner child. But you can clearly see the card does have rough waters here, but it's smooth sailing. The potential for smooth sailing and healing is greater than what you've been through. But you're very powerful. You are that type of person where it's like, you're like, oh my God, I just said that. And then like I saw it on TV. Or I was just thinking of that song and someone rode by playing it on the radio. So I do see things sync up with you a lot. So when you notice that happens, it's extremely important. I want to say extremely, that you look for the better diagnosis. You look more on the optimistic side of it if you can. And sometimes, like in your case with you and him, I do see something with you and him. And the very next card I picked for you and him is like, when I'm talking about being optimistic, and what was in my soul to say was, sometimes in a relationship, you do have to go back to that sweet part of when you first met. And it was like you and the person just together in your own world. But like I said, on this romance card, the very next card I picked is involving a boat and running in the smooth sailing water. And, you know, like you said, you're working on property and moving and things like that, of that nature. So you are heading towards something. It says, yeah, feel like I have too much on my plate, LOL. Well, that's because, yes, very connected on. That's why I stopped myself from saying what I was going to say, because you are connected, and I see spirit talking to you right now as we speak, and things around you are dropping a lot, but they're letting things happen to get your attention, because you did say that like 4 times in the last few days. You're like, why is this happening? Why did that happen? What happened there? I don't want to say, oh, they're just trying to get your attention, because they have your attention, the ones I'm talking about, but they're trying to show you something. But I welcome the smooth waters. Yes, the smooth waters is that peaceful relaxation emotion of feeling that well-being, that all is well, everything's going to be okay. Versus feeling like, oh no, I have to get this, I have to do that, I have to do this, I have to do that, we have to do that together. And you trying to do that with him together as a couple even puts a little part. Just allow him to do his part while you keep doing yours, they said. But okay, real quick though, they say give you an example of what we're talking about when they're suggesting. Well, they asked you to write some things down and you didn't feel like it. That was like most of it. And then they asked you to watch a 2-hour movie and you didn't have time. So, and it's on Netflix. I'm sorry, but that's what they're talking about. So other than that, you seem good. Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Okay, I'm going to ask this to Journey now.
All right. Well, thanks, Amy, and I hope you got the clarity that you needed there. And Nathaniel Lee, G, I hope I said that correctly. I don't want to say it incorrectly, and I do apologize if I don't pronounce the names correctly. Sometimes I get a bit tongue-tied. But I need Nathaniel. Now, Miriam, keep your question ready, because Nathaniel jumped the list, so we're going to go ahead and take their question. But Miriam, keep your question ready. But I did know that you asked if I could read tonight. But tonight is Trinity's show, so we're going to go ahead and let her do the readings tonight. But you can catch me on Friday to get a read with me, and on Mondays. So just hang in there, sweetheart. But I definitely feel that Trinity's got some amazing, honest energy to give to you. So just hang in there. All right, so I need Nathaniel G to go ahead and post their question. Go ahead and post your question. You are next on the list. All right. Guys, remember, you guys can jump the list to get ahead. Remember, it guarantees your read. We got about another 45 minutes to do so. And then we won't be taking any more jumps after that. So just bear with us as we go through each and every one. I do know that we got a lot of questions in here, guys. And remind you guys, as it's being posted by our beautiful, wonderful moderators that are talking in the group here, we are here Monday through Friday from 10 p.m. Eastern and 9 p.m. Central. We are here Monday through Friday for 2 hours each night. Now, guys, I do have some prizes coming up here in the future with my Psychic Connection and everything that you guys see before you. There will be a lot more lives coming to you from my Psychic Connection, where you get to meet and be introduced to tons of new psychics joining us. Remember, we are looking for some new psychics, so if you are a psychic looking for a place to do some awesome reads, truthfully and honestly, you can go to mypsychicconnection.com, sign up as an advisor, and you guys can get yourself on the website and the possible chance to be here with me and all the others here at My Psychic Connection and on our radio. Remember, you guys can find us on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Alexa, Spreaker, and all these different places, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. I mean, we're pretty much everywhere. That way you guys can go back, read, listen to your question, and get more clarity if you missed out on anything. All right, I need Nathaniel G, I need you to post your question. You jumped the list, and that's the name that you used on PayPal. So please bring us your question. And what I'm going to do is have Miriam bring her question forward. And then, oh, nope, here we go. Nathaniel's here. And Miriam, get your question ready, because you are next, sweetheart. All right. I'm going to put you here on with Trinity. Trinity, this is Nathaniel. I think I'm saying it correctly, but here we go. Trinity, take it away.
My son Dylan. Oh, okay. Yeah, Natalie. My son Dylan had a bad car accident and almost lost his life in October. When do you see the next surgery, and how will it go, and how is he feeling? Whoa. Wow. Let's see what they say now, because I tell you the truth, it sounded like So, wow. I'm really glad. Let me say, first of all, that your son is okay and made it. Let me see. He almost lost his life in October. Okay, so I don't really have to pull cards for this. Hold on 1 second. 5, 8. This is what makes it very mysterious. Okay. That's weird I have to pause so long, but okay, but while I'm waiting, because I'm not getting any I'm not actually picking up on when the next surgery will be. And even like his feelings for now, I feel like he's got some anger and guilt on him right now, like he's feeling very heavy. So I'm just going to put these cards up and hopefully they'll resonate with you. Hopefully. Right here I have 8 of Swords. Okay, so swords represent air, so there is that possibility that it would be sometime in June. Okay, even though it was like you said in October though, right? Oh, it's Nathalie. Right, okay. So the next thing I have for that, how will it go? So right here I have 5 of Wands. I just feel like if Spirit were talking to me, they'd say something like, well, he is a real fighter. The chances are going to be on his benefit. Like he'll have better results than the average person type of thing. And then the next card I have here is the 6 of Cups. But I do, like I said, I'm sensing, and I don't like the empath on this that much, but I do sense he feels some guilt and some heaviness, but I also feel like he's reaching out because he wants to make things right is what I'm getting. So I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, and I think it is concerning you. He wants to try to set things back right in order and correct things that he may have said or did that was hurtful towards you, or if he feels though he wronged you in some ways or disrespected you even. He actually kind of wants to make that right. So for the surgery, they're saying he's a fighter. He's tough. He's going to get the best results. We're putting out prayers for the best doctors to work through him when they work on him. Right. And the depression, that's going to come and go. But I guess, at some point they are going to have him on pain pills. So believe it or not, I can see his depression lifting. So I definitely know that's going to be resolved. And some of the sadness is, like I said, some guilt, some regrets, and like they're telling me he has nightmares a lot. I hate to say that. That's not funny, but that's what I'm getting here. I'm getting, it could be even a sleep disorder where it's like 9 of Wands. He could be in pain sometimes still. And that's sometimes after an auto accident and it's very traumatic and scary and sudden, that can happen. But as you see in the background here with the 4 of Wands, they're saying, for you to try to keep your happiness and uplifted and encouragement, because that does brighten him up some. It really does. It's teaching him by example. Okay, well, thank you so much for your question. I'm not definite. I know. I'm not definite if the surgery would be in June, but the very first card that came to me were air sign, and June is coming right up. I do feel like it'll be soon, though. Like it's not going to be in months, but so, yeah. But it should be successful. It will help. Okay, back to Journey now. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, yeah. Natalie, sorry I was calling you Nathaniel, but Natalie makes more sense than if I look at it. Sorry about that. All right. So Miriam is our next person in line. So let's go ahead and get her question, but she said, thank you very much. It helps. He will see the doctor in June.
Oh, maybe that's what I was getting. So I'm not sure when the surgery is, but yeah, in June.
There we go. Yeah. More connection.
And the Spirit is saying, they're like, well, you saw the 7 of Swords, and it's like mom feels like, well, my hands are tied. I don't really see what's going on. But they're like, no, you just got to keep being that good example, you know what I mean, of happiness and love, and let him see that. And that's way a lot. That's a lot.
Exactly. You hit the nail right on the head. Awesome. Natalie, I hope that brings you some clarity and some understanding. Thank you so much for your question. We're going to continue to keep going on here, and we got Miriam as our next person in line, and after Miriam is going to be Christina A. Get that question ready because you are next on the list. All right, Miriam, this is Trinity, Miriam.
Yeah, I'm going to read that in 1 second. It's funny because I just feel like getting a different deck this time for this question, so just bear with me for 1 minute. There we go. Okay, 1 second. Can you tell me what is my karma when it comes to Muhammad, a soulmate, I believe? You know, actually, I felt the energy before I read the whole entire sentence. It almost blew me over. It's just, it comes off to me like it's a lot of buildup. And I say that in a good way, not it blew me, you know, it wasn't bad. It was a good thing. But it was strong. It's a lot of strong and deep emotions and passion involved with y'all. Woo! To the point is like when you love someone so much. And the very first card I picked was saying stay optimistic. There it is. And there's the woman, and she's actually giving an offering of some sort. I forgot the question, Journey. What was the question again? I'm sorry.
There you go.
Can you tell me what is my karma? Oh, okay. And I believe she means karma about like what she sowed, she gets back.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, 1 second. So the card I have, it actually talks about, well, like I said, it's saying you're going to get back what you're putting out, because this woman here is clearly offering. And another card I got, which is actually on my phone, you can see it if I turn it sideways, Journey says.
Yes, I can a little bit.
I know. Anyway, the other card I did pick out was called like a genie, like the magician.
Yeah.
So when I get that magician, which is the tarot card number 1, is saying anything is possible. But basically, yeah, that's all I'm getting for that. It's saying like, what? Hey, the things you've been putting out, you are going to get that back. As far as the soulmate, yeah, I can clearly say that you and him have been together in different past lives, and I can clearly say that. Sometimes it's almost as if Muhammad can read your mind. It's like a closeness where he can pick up on your emotions sometimes. But what I saw was sometimes there were times where there were like big disputes because you are so close. So you both are very similar and strong-willed and fiery. So it can get to that. But as far as the karma part of it, it's just this person here, this Muhammad was here to help you learn some of the lessons you were working on, and you were there to be a shoulder or like an ear he could listen to, like he's venting to you or asking your opinion on things. Now, when I say this, I don't mean it's all verbal communication. A lot of y'all communication is nonverbal. It's in the look, it's in the touch, it's in did you call, did you text, did you visit, what did you say, how'd you do it, what did you wear? You know, like if you know what I know, Muhammad tries to get special when he knows he's going to see you or you're going to see him. So that's mostly the gist I got of it. You two are going to, like, if you separate or something, you're going to actually come back together again, because you kind of do come together, separate a little, come back together. So like when you talk to me about karma, that's what I see. I definitely do see a cycle with you two. And it's supposed to be for good. So that relationship should be feeling good. I'm a very stubborn person. So yeah. Yes, we had a lot of quiet eye contact. Yes, and that's the whole thing. And your eyes are beautiful too, by the way. But yeah, that's the thing with your Muhammad. I mean, what I'm seeing mostly is that he does, okay, this is negative, girl, but he got a little bit of fear of you sometimes. But that's only because he's like battling inner demons within himself. So there's things about him he's afraid of, and it projects out onto you as if it's you, but it's really him. Okay, so... And no, you didn't kill him in a past life, so stop asking. I'm sorry. All right, I'm going to pass it to Journey now. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for your questions tonight. We do appreciate it. All right, well, let's keep on going. I have Christina A. is next on my list. So, Christina, go ahead and post your question. And Kristen Lickhart, get your question ready because you will be next.
Yeah.
And she also said, "Oh, shucks, thank you. I'm a Scorpio rising, so I have the tendency to do that to people."
Yeah, I believe it. But
All
those
right.
Scorpio risings are so deeply intuitive. It's amazing.
That's
Not like a Cancer necessarily, but they definitely are on point. You know what I mean?
Cancers can be
Loyal and
sharp, that's for
faithful.
sure. Cancers can be sharp. All right, so Trinity, I've got Christina here. So Christina is going to go ahead and ask her question. It's in two parts, so I'll be putting both up there for you. So let's start off with this part here. Here is Trinity.
Hey, Trinity. Sorry. There's so much energy around me. It's crazy, but I feel it's positive energy. The doves are coming in each day more and more. Oh, yeah, I did see birds communicating with you a few times. And the other day, a hummingbird almost came straight for me, and oh, that is amazing. Came inside my house. Wow. Trinity, my question is, why do these birds keep coming around? Wow. I would say watch Alfred Hitchcock movie Birds. I definitely would. But yeah, the birds they're like messengers. So now it's at a point where not only do you want to look at why they're coming around, and this is what I'm just going to, I want to pull a card so bad on that, but I'm going to just talk for what I'm hearing. So yeah, the birds coming around, looking at like what they're doing is mostly the message too. Like the one that came straight for you, it was like, look, I'm being emphatic about it, about what I'm trying to get across to you. So, and the messages are, let's talk about the hummingbird real quick then. So the hummingbird coming in your house, you guys aren't going to tell me, are you? Oh, okay.
Trinity, you went on mute, honey. Your microphone's muted.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, I actually set the cards there. I am going to pull a card. Hey, you sweetie pie. So the cards I got right now, though, and no birds on this one, and I did feel like pulling my animal cards. But I have the Knight of Pentacles, and for you, I have the Hangman also. Which, oh, I see what they're saying. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the that puts me in a strange position because they're saying the messages are almost like in a secret form. Like I'm not supposed to say it out loud on here either. But I can definitely tell you different ways. And the best thing I'm gonna say right now is these birds, maybe start keeping the journal and writing it down. Number one. Number two, they still saying to me, Christina, do a little artwork or painting or drawing, and they're going to speak to you more through that way. Pay attention to your dreams right before you go to sleep and when you wake up, because you're asking questions and a lot of answers are coming. The ducks line up on the line, up on the telephone pole, and the hummingbird was flying fast at me. Wow. Right. It was flying fast like children do when they see someone who they love a lot and they're excited and they just run up with a lot of zeal. And it's like, hey, some of these things, ooh, wow, Spirit already was telling you about a lot of it. They really were. So the card I ended up getting for you was worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So it makes you wonder why I would pick a love card when you're not even asking about that. It said, is there a particular person that are sending them? Wow. So I just felt inspired to pull this card for you. And these actually do remind me of doves. They really do. But if you notice, they are shrouded in mystery somewhat too. Like you can see their faces, you can see their image, you can see the weather is nice out. So it's that this season, it's spring and summer for sure, of when this card is talking about and is saying worth waiting for. But they got me stuttering and everything. I want to say this though clearly. You are attracting these birds. Okay, you are drawing them to you. They are attracted to you. Like they find you. You know what I mean? They like you. They love you. but the messages are actually coming through. They're going to be channeled. I don't even want to say channeled, but you're going to translate these words that I'm not supposed to say to you on paper or through the other avenues. It says, it's crazy because I did have a dream that doesn't make sense, but it was good. Oh, okay. Well, I feel like you're actually heading for a big change in life. And it's like been a long time coming, they said. And they said it's coming in a month or two. So it'll be in summertime. But you're actually in the middle, heading towards a transition of big changes in your life that you've been wanting. Like it almost feels like you're about to make a breakthrough now. I don't know if you're about to go back to school or if it's a big change with your job, but there's something you've been wanting and working towards, and it's on the way and about to come. And these birds are like messengers. They're like little love letters. They're like emails from heaven showing you like, hey, there's something there. Hey, 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 you know, and they're also confirming a lot of stuff you've had. They really are. So I'm going to pass it to Journey now. Thank you.
All right. Great reading, Christina. I hope that helps you with some clarity. And
I just say good thing is free. Because if I ever ask a psychic about the birds and they tell me go look up Alfred Hitchcock's movie Birds, I'd be like, huh? Like, give me my money back.
No, the energy is around it, and the feeling of love and energy is just, you know, the universe is providing right now, and that's what she needs to see. So,
yeah.
All right. So we are going to go ahead and I'm going to need Sierra to bring forth their question, and we will take Sierra's question right after our break. So we'll be right back after these messages.
Are you looking for the very best website designs? Look no further than mypressmarketing.com. Let their expert staff take your website, phone site, or mobile app to the next level, fast and easy. That's mypressmarketing.com. Why shop anyplace else? Just tell us what you want and we will build it. Why settle for an everyday design? Get a design that stands out from the rest. We can even offer your business radio and magazine advertising. That's mypressmarketing.com. Let us be your advertising, marketing, and website design specialist today.
For Central Kentucky's best selection of pets and pet supplies, visit Adventure Pets in Berea. We have one of Central Kentucky's largest selection of fresh and saltwater fish, exotic birds, hamsters, reptiles, puppies, kittens, and more. We carry several lines of premium dog and cat food. We also stock Frontline Plus, Advantage, Capstar, and other products for flea and tick control supplies for dogs and cat health needs. Call us today at 859-985-8001.
All right, guys, we are back to our show here.
Sorry.
We've got Sierra here. Now, guys, this is the last half hour to jump the list, so if you're going to jump, now is the time to do it. Remember, that guarantees your reading. It's just a $5 donation. Comes out of PayPal, and we will call out the name as they come through on the list. So remember to listen out for the name that you use on PayPal, because that will be the name that we call. And Sierra, you are here with Trinity. Trinity, this is Sierra. You're on mute, sweetheart.
Hello, Sierra. Is there a reason why Milo keeps leaving me on read when I stayed up on the phone with him? Okay, hold on. Maybe he on red. I'm just wondering if he'll be able to put another OP on 10. Been having feelings like I might run into him. Whoa, this is deep. Okay, so this is the funniest thing. Okay, I'm gonna have to break the question down a little bit. Is there a reason why Milo keeps leaving me on red? Why do they say that? They're saying Milo is leaving you on red. Let me get my little flashlight here. 1 second, because he's actually distancing himself from the world because he's zoning in on internet more, and he's trying to hold on. Zoning on the internet more. There's something going on with his love life that he's being quiet about. So he's moving slow with things. He's taking things slow. But as far as physical, he's trying to do work to improve himself. And there's a female in his life that's an older woman that's significant to him that also hears in the spiritual realm. And she's telling him things. And he's like trying to figure it all out, basically. But the older woman is really older. She's maybe like a generation older, like 20 or 30 years older. Also, so that's why is there a reason why he keeps leaving me on red when I stayed on the phone with him? Then it says, I'm just wondering if he'll be able to put another OP on 10. Okay, so now they're telling me go ahead and pick the romance card for the OP with 10. But what I got with that is healing family issues. So basically, whatever's going on with Milo and Tim, they both are trying to work out past issues with the family and trying to deal with them. But it's also causing some conflict or something, I'm getting. Then your next question part was saying, been having feelings like I might run into him. Oh, okay. But I don't know. Okay, but I'm going to just still pull the card and see what that says. If you might run into him. Wow. Okay, so there's some things that are strongly emphasized. So the next cards I picked, I really did get a lot of feminine energy. I have like these 3 women, 2 guys. Next logical step they're talking about. So I'm just going to read to you what I'm getting here. And the question is, been having feelings like I might run into them. Okay, so first of all, they're saying trust your feelings and emotions, and they're happening for a reason. It doesn't necessarily, it might be a physical run-in encounter, but you're having feelings about him because there's a connection and you guys are like thinking about each other or something's going on there. The next thing I'm getting is it'll be in May, but sometime in May, well, we're in May now and it's going towards the end, but September. They're talking to me to you. They're talking to me to you about September, about you now preparing for September. Because what's going to occur in September is not going to be practical. It's not logical to just jump up and try to do it all in 1 or 2 weeks. We're talking it's going to take months. May, June, July, August, September. It's going to take like 5 months for what you're trying to get to. Or whatever's going on with this situation. But they're saying it's going to take time, but you need the best way to do it is act in a now moment. So each time do it little by little so it can lead to that. So about time September gets here, you'll be ready. That was a personal and private message to you, Sierra. So I'm not going to expound on that. But I'm going to pull another card for you. With they're saying about him leaving you on red. Because now the next cards I get with that, it's almost saying like pride also. It's like pride, I'm on my high horse. I'm looking at something different. And then there's this thing with the mind of trying to protect himself. So that's what's coming up. And the cards are all agreeing with each other. It's like things going on with the person. They're like sort of disconnected in some ways. But a part of it is not on purpose. It's not to be mean or spiteful. It's just that self-preservation of trying to protect yourself. There's family issues that are clashing that they're trying to heal. And Spirit is saying, keep your eyes open. It's going to you'll see it starting to occur in September for sure, but it's going to gradually work up to that. So now they're saying you got to do your part too and start preparing more and more for whatever you're working on. So they're actually telling you like 5 months early, right? May, June, July, August, September, right? So, but they're also saying something about tomorrow, which is Thursday, which is saying that this week is not too late. So on Thursday or Friday, you can still make it happen, is what they told me. They said, don't worry about it. It's done, is in the past, let it go. But tomorrow or Friday, you can make them phone calls, get that business done, and it's going to work. But you got to let go of the past bad feelings about it. Okay, so I'm going to pass this to Journey now. Thank you.
All right. Well, Sierra, thank you so much. We appreciate your question. Yeah. Next person in line was Kristen. Kristen Lickhart, go ahead and throw us your question. Kristen Lickhart, you are next on our list. All right, let's see if anybody jumped while we wait for Kristen to go ahead and put her question up. See if anybody's on that list. List. Anybody here, guys, just know that we are keeping an eye on our list and waiting for Kristen to go ahead and post her question. Kristen has posted her question. Here we go. Kristen, this is Trinity Kristen.
Well, I'm a little biased, so I'm the worst person to ask that because I do see it going well. But I have some health tests coming up in the next week or so. Do you see those going well? And do you see anything happening for me in the next few months? Oh, okay. The test now is coming off like blood work. There might be your blood work might be a little bit off, but it's not like a major like death scare type of situation. But there is something going on with your like even right now as we speak, is something going on with your blood work and your breathing, upper respiratory. So it's going to go well because they're going to actually get more clarity and give you a good diagnosis, and then you'll put into practice what they're suggesting or prescribing, and it's going to go well. That's why I said I'm biased about it because I'm believing and cheering you on that it's going to go good for your benefit and for the best possible outcome. I'm actually going to pull 3 cards for the 3 months, and I'm going to show you the cards and briefly speak on them. I'm going to put more emphasis on the first month. And I guess we're going to go with June, July, and August because May is here and we're like halfway there. So I'm going for June, July, and August. And what's coming up for June, not May, June. Okay. Well, like we talked about the medical issue. Okay. So you're going to get, like here in May, you're going to get more clarity, of course, because you're about to go to the doctors in a week or so. And by June, you're going to start seeing results of it. But you see how she's blindfolded? So in June, there's still going to be some more things you're not sure of. You have to go by your feelings. This woman can't see, but she's reading the book. And a lot of times that's Braille, right? And she's got a familiar there, a cat. So there's going to be people around or animals around supporting you as you're going through these things. You're definitely not alone. I'm talking about June. And that's the beginning, like the first 2 weeks of June. Now, the last 2 weeks of June, we'll be heading towards the full moon and the new moon when that occurs. And that's when you're going to see a lot of more physical changes, manifestations of things that you're working on, like last week, this week, next week. They're going to start to show more. If you can get that, because if you look at this Queen of Pentacles, she's full of prosperity. For the next, when I put these cards up, they might even help answer better. And now when July comes, of course, there is going to be some celebrations. There will be conflict in July. I'm sorry to tell you that. I don't know if it's a birthday. I don't know if there's people too hot, but there's going to be some things going on in July. But the spirit I'm talking to, they're advising that you go ahead and play music and soothe yourself when July comes, and these things come up, and if you find yourself feeling like you're on the defense, you don't have to defend yourself. You can just go ahead and play music and have fun. And that's going to actually be in the end part of July. It's like the beginning of July is going to be pretty smooth for the most part. But the ending part, as you can see, and you already know what's going on. Like, you know that you're expecting to have an increase in money, and you're already expecting your bills to go down. So there's going to be celebrations. One of your relatives is having a birthday in July or a party or something. So, well, that's what they're saying anyway, or a friend. Now, when we get to August, I have 5 of Cups and King of Pentacles. Okay, here we go. I'm almost ready, Journey. I'm sorry. I'm talking so fast.
You're good.
Oh, good. So there's going to be it's going to seem like a paradox, because on one point you're going to feel like you have all this prosperity and you're sitting on top of the world. On one point, it's going to feel like a great loss. But 5 of Cups does not always mean to lose things, but you got to focus on what's still standing and what's still there. And of course, with these cards, I do think they are suggesting to my mother and nephew both have birthdays in July. Oh, okay, that's why then. Okay, I wasn't sure, because at first I saw a boy, I saw a girl, and I'm like, well, somebody. So with the August, June, July, August, right. So August, they're still going to be celebrating, or somebody's birthday is in the end of July. But when August gets here, things are really going to start looking better for you. At least they have the potential to anyway. But it's going to be a time of more relaxation. I feel as though in my deepest heart, you're in the process now of being renewed and regenerated. It's like getting a second wind in life. Even by August, you would see that manifestation. Other people would see the weight loss. Other people would see you actually look a little bit younger, because these are intentions you're putting out now, and some you put out months ago, and they are coming to fruition. So I think that's good news. And like I said, with the medical test, there's some issues going on right now with upper respiratory and blood, and your energy level goes up and down, but they're going to resolve that. So I think that's going to be a good thing. And if you're asking about COVID, I don't see you having COVID. Sorry, I really don't. So I don't know. But I'm going to pass it to Journey now. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Kristen, for your question. Sierra L., go ahead and post your question. You have jumped the list. Remember, guys, we just got 12 minutes left to jump the list if you want to jump the list. So go ahead, and now is your time. Remember, that guarantees your read before the end of the show. So let's go ahead and have Sierra L. post her second question.
I'm intrigued. I'm seeing fire everywhere, so I'm really intrigued about this question.
It's tonight, girl. It is strong. All right. Well, we've got Sierra here. Go ahead and let you talk with Sierra.
I've been super worried about my sister's health. Is she on fire? I hope she ain't burning. No, I'm joking there. I'm sorry. But I got wands. But anyway, I've been super worried about my sister's health. She keeps avoiding doctor's appointments for some reason, and just want to know she's okay. I just want to know if she's okay. Also, thank you guys so much. Oh, you're so welcome. We appreciate you, Sierra. So the best way I'm going to put it, and the quickest way too, kind of, is I'm putting these cards up here, but the sister, she's going through issues with the world, with dealing with, like you said yourself, appointments, with going out certain places, with I'm trying to think of it, with society rules in general. She's just going through a little turnabout. Now, as far as her health, that's declining a little bit, but there's things she can do to fix that. Like, there's like little small changes she would need to make. I'll tell you now, 2 of her biggest things is her water. She's not getting enough water intake and vitamin. She needs like electrolytes. She needs mineral water. And also what's going on with her is her resting. Her resting, because it's very sporadic. It's up and down when she goes to sleep. So I don't know if that sounds important to you or not, but if you understand, and I think you do, that when we get lack of sleep, or sometimes we can, it affects our serotonin and our good mood and good well-being feeling. So if I were you, I mean, the best thing you could do for your sister is I don't even know what to tell you, but I feel you on that. You have my sympathy on that. But when I said I was seeing fire, I did see a lot of fire before you asked the question. And I have 2 of Wands here. I have the World here. Also, as far as fire, we're just coming out of April. And then I have the Ace of Wands. I also have the 9 of Wands. And you see, that's like, in a way, that's like you being protective of your sister and what's going on with her. But these are divine situations, and they're going to have divine intervention, is what Spirit is telling me, that things are going to work out. It might not be the way you would want it to be. It might not manifest the way you're hoping it to be, but it's going to come through. It's going to work out. So they're saying the worrying is not helping her because she can pick up on how you feel, and it's actually making her feel embarrassed on certain things. Oh God, you said some things to her, girl. Woo, Sierra. But you said some things to her that made her feel, not made her, but she did end up feeling a little uncomfortable with it. So she'll get better. You'll see. But like I said, the worrying and all that, it really won't help. So the best thing I could do is just picture her being healthy, picture her being happy, and keep them thoughts dwelling more if you can help it. And when she shows you herself looking sick, try not to, don't freak out over it, because there's a remedy for everything and always a solution. I'm going to pass this to Journey now.
All right, Sierra. Yeah. Thank you so much for that question. We do appreciate it. I hope you got some clarity there. Felt like some good energy coming that way. And the fire, I believe that you were seeing the energy of positivity coming behind what was coming forward. So that's what I was getting with the fire. So she also said, yes, definitely. I agree. I totally agree. And we have a rocky relationship. So, honey, I'm sorry about the rocky relationship, but know that things will get better. I need Balanka D to come on down and throw us her question. You have jumped the list. So let's go ahead and get that question, guys. Remember, we only got a couple more minutes left of jumping the list. We're trying to get to everybody as fast as we can. So if you
I agree with you with the fire part. And sometimes, fire purifies too.
Exactly.
So I'm seeing that, and we're getting wands a lot. It's just some things are going to get better, but yeah.
All right. So Balanka is here, and I'm going to go ahead and pass the torch over to Trinity. Trinity, this is Balanka, and here we go.
Miss Trinity, so I know you wanted to know how fixing my truck went. I do want to know, but they made me wait till morning. I get the tire situation fixed, and also my windshield wipers don't work. It's terrible because it's raining and I can't see in day, but even worse at night. LOL. But the Italian guy you told me would help me was there. Okay, he was there, but I don't know. Like when you just me even reading that, I see other things in the play, and I did tell you too. Like at that place, he got coworkers that do try to cut corners and make money and do different things. So sometimes things happen beyond control, but he did fix the truck to where you could drive. Now the windshield wipers, I don't know why, you know what I mean? They would release the card to you under those circumstances. That doesn't make sense. But I guess you have to go back with the receipt or anything. But let me see what else I wanted to see with that real quick. The husband. Yeah, I was actually feeling something on your husband for some reason, and I just want to check that out real quick. And the card I got with the husband is talking about trying to look on the bright side of him, if that makes sense to you. I think he's been kind of getting on your nerves a little bit lately and wearing you out on some ways, but Spirit is saying, can you just try to be patient with him, because he likes to be right all the time. But they're saying be patient with him. And let me see if there's anything else. Okay. Well, yeah, that Italian guy, that was kind of important because I don't usually always see. Well, I don't know what I see, but anyway, he was there. But yeah, the next reading that I do have for you is with the husband, and the card is emphasizing that the more bad stuff you notice about him or people, places, and things, the more it occurs. It says, they just stopped working. It wasn't them. It just happened. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Well, still, that's interesting because I hate to say it this way, but it sort of lets you know you have help on the other side because you're driving and it's raining and you can barely see out your window, but you still made it to and from your destination safely. So in a way, it's almost like a backhanded compliment. It's like saying, "Hey, you didn't crash. Isn't that wonderful? That like this happened. Wow." But those things do happen, and seriously, like I said, you're going to have to find a way, Blanca, to keep your good mood up and keep smiling and laughing on certain things, even though, like your husband, he's on a different path right now. He's going through some things right now. The spirit is saying, please be patient. It says, yes, my husband, yes, he made me a little bit ill, but I'm fine now. Thank you. Oh, Journey. Yes, Journey, yes. Oh, you might have got Journey.
Yeah.
Oh, she must have had a reading from you also, too.
She did. On the site, she gave me a call and we had a long conversation. And it was very informative.
Right. Yes. Thank you, Jesus. Right. Because she was just confirming how the husband, like she got a little bit ill from the husband and everything. But yeah, he'll be okay though. All right. I'm going to pass this to you now, Journey.
All right. Just in the nick of time there. All right, guys, let's keep on trucking. And thank you, Blanca, so much for that question. And I'm glad that you got some clarity when you called me on the website. Guys, remember, you guys can't call us on the site. So that's mypsychicconnection.com. Sign up, get your 3 free minutes, and to talk to any psychic of your choice. And, of course, you can find me and Trinity and everybody else on the site. There's quite a few people on there, and we're looking for more psychics. So if you are a psychic looking for a really good place to do readings, go to mypsychicconnection.com and sign up today. All right, I need Shantae Williams. Shantae, go ahead and post your question. You jump the list. Shantae. Guys, 2 minutes left for jumping. If you're going to jump, do it now, because after that 30-minute mark, we will not be taking any more jumps. All right, guys, don't forget tomorrow night is Dream Interpretations with Journey Ryan, a 1-hour show to talk about your dreams. So go ahead and make sure you are ready to explore those dreams, find out what they mean, and I'll give you the psychic definition as to what I'm seeing. So definitely cool stuff there, guys. I'm very excited. All right, so we got our question up here. So let's go ahead and bring this up to Trinity. Trinity, this is Shantae, and let's go ahead and get that reading started.
I see a guy in 2 months, and I see a guy that'll be around in 2 months that'll be very significant, but he doesn't come off as like the one that you're kind of looking for. And I know 2 months is a little bit away, but and I see a couple of guys actually, but for sure there's one in 2 months. And like he just comes off as like a lighter complexion or something. So let me read that again. Want to know when new love will come in. Yeah, it's still saying the same thing. They're saying the same thing. They're saying the same message they've been telling you, which is harsh, but gentle. And the message is talking about, the message they're saying to you is talking about like the way you love yourself. And they're talking about the things you're working on this summer and your timing and your schedule and all that. But I definitely see, and I don't know why, but for some reason, the X rate now while I'm talking to you keeps popping up. It's like somebody keep raising their hand. But so like you're used to a certain type of relationship, but they're saying, well, you're gonna have to open your mind up and prepare for this newer relationship. Like go for the mushy, lovey-dovey type of guy. But okay, now they're showing me 3 different guys now. I know it was more than one, you guys. So they're showing me 3 different males that are going to be like talking to you or texting you, or you'll be seeing them, that are going to help you be more prepared for when you do meet that guy to settle down, if that makes sense. And they're going to come in different forms, like of Like one might be like a boyfriend, but one's going to be like that brother to you, and one's like a dad image, sort of the way they talk, even if they're the same age as you. But that's what I'm seeing with you, because for some reason, oh man, I hate saying stuff like this, Lauren, but there is that part of you that feels like you don't deserve that good kind of relationship. And it's like there's so much better for you, and you do want it, but you kind of hold yourself back too. Or you used to say, oh, I self-sabotage. I don't know if it's that or what, but yes, okay, cool. All I do know is that everyone hears you and they're working with you, and that there are going to be 3 significant men in your life that are going to be like with you, telling you, like brothers keep it real. Like a brother is a guy who can love you, but they don't want to mess with you. Or, you know, the father image might be that brother, but overprotective and the protective. And then the boyfriend type, that's going to be a friend that flirts and plays with you. Like these men are, 2 of them are already in your life. One's on the way, and you're going to meet that guy in 2 months. It's going to be very romantic and passionate. And what you guys do from there is up to you. But he's out there, he's there. And I say he's lighter complected. I just see light hair. Like it could be like light brown or red. I don't know. It's not black for sure. But and you know, he's kind of medium built. He got a little stomach, it looks like. Not fat, but it's like a little stomach. It's not a 6-pack. It's not a 6-pack. But very funny guy, very witty. So that's basically the gist of what I'm getting. And then someone's talking to me about you with lighting, something going on in your environment within the home with lighting, and they're talking to you about looking up at the stars and how much fun they had with you. That's what the message. We had a great time with you the other night, looking up at the stars. It was a blast. I had to get that out to you too. But I'm going to pass it to Journey now. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Right at the nick of time, and also said true.
Oh, she said true. Well, I want to look at the stars with her too.
Absolutely. I have a telescope here, and we look at the moon and the stars all the time. There's a beautiful app that you can use that shows you even the satellites in the sky, and it's really cool. So
she goes to places where it's like it looks almost like unreal sometimes. So it's like, wow.
Thank you so much. All right. Well, thank you, Shantae. I do appreciate your question. All right. Next on our list was Bri Bishop. Bri Bishop, throw us your question, and Barbara Hartman, get your question ready. I need Shay Bishop, or not Shay, but Bri Bishop.
When is Trinity Black going to just answer the people's damn questions? Like when? When is it like, oh, I know you said that, but I'm going to say this. Yeah, we're not going to always hit it head on, because some questions, like you have issues with them. They hurt you. They make you frustrated.
Absolutely.
So I'm not here, and you have to consider, right? It's not like when that client, when she called you, she had a good chance to talk and get more details and like a more thorough reading versus something that's like a quick one. So, yeah.
Exactly. All right. I didn't get Bri, so I'm going to say Barbara Hartman, go ahead and post us your question, and Jenny, get your question ready.
I don't even know what I just said now, y'all. I don't do drugs, and I'm always high.
High on energy, honey. That's how that one works.
And some peanuts. I had some protein, and I didn't say peanuts. I said peanuts. There's a difference.
But you ended up saying the word anyway.
I know. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I had some peanuts before the show, and I feel great. Woohoo.
Barbara Hartman, come on down. Throw us that question. All right. All right, I don't have Barbara. Jenny, come on down. Throw us your question. Kristen Nicole, get your question ready. You'll be next on the list. All right.
I was hoping I'd hear from Barbara Hartman again before the season ends, because the husband, he still visits, and he's like, yeah, let her know I'm sending her them songs. Exactly. He's still sending love songs to her and things like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. They, Spirit talks to us all the time, and sometimes we don't even talk to the person that the Spirit is talking to us about for a couple days And it's like, man, I really have this message for you, and I'd like to be able to deliver it, but I don't always get that opportunity. So
yeah, that does happen.
Right. You're being told on the site that you are so funny. All right. So, no Barbara Hartman. Jenny, go ahead and post your question. Jenny, are you still with us?
Wait, someone said I'm funny?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Sweet baby girl said, Trinity, you are so funny.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Guys, don't forget to go to our YouTube channel, subscribe and ring the bell, because we do giveaways on our YouTube channel. So if you're a part of our YouTube channel, each month we pick a name out of the hat and we present somebody with a gift. So it's a good little fun thing just to be able to go on there and subscribe and ring a bell.
Yeah.
There's a possibility to win something. What? Awesome stuff.
Right.
Jenny, so let's go with Kristen Nicole. Kristen, go ahead and post your question. Emma, the bad influence, get your question ready, because you will be next after Kristen. Kristen Nicole, go ahead and throw us your question. Kristen Nicole, come on down. You are next.
Yep.
All right. Get ready for those dreams. I've been having dreams of my own. I'm going to be talking about that here in just a little bit when we get on the dream show. Always finding new and interesting people, so I cannot wait to be able to share, because I always see the orbs of their energy before I meet them. And there was one orb that I did meet that I probably should have stayed away from, but I went ahead and bit the apple and come to find Not exactly. It was rotten, and I'm so glad that I threw it out before I got motion sickness and everything else from it.
Oh my God.
So, it tried to give me food poisoning, but I'm a lot stronger than they thought. All right, so Emma, the bad influence, go ahead and throw us your question. Tracy Turtle, get your question ready, because you will be next after Emma. Emma, come on down and throw us your question. Yeah, sometimes you got to be careful about biting that damn apple, because it could get you sick. And make sure you know what you're getting yourself into, because damn it, I was like, I kind of thought that I didn't, we as the psychics, we know certain things, but sometimes we avoid what we're feeling and just go with the flow. And sometimes there's undertow, and it'll suck you right down. Don't worry, I can breathe underwater. I'm good.
Oh boy, that's hilarious. That's good. I like that.
All right, so Emma is here with her question. Let's go ahead and take Emma's question. Emma, this is Trinity. Trinity, Emma.
Whew, that was deep. Hello, Emma. Why is my mother so envious and narcissistic towards me all the time? Whoa. Wow. This has been going on since I was a newborn. Wow. I'm sorry, I'm talking to spirit and I'm saying, oh, what do y'all want me to do with that? So, this is what I'm going to say, okay? Run through it. This is like representing you being born, a celebration, a baby is born, a newborn, and all these things, yada, yada. People are happy about it. But then when you get to the part about your mom, not going by the number of the card, just the image, it's like you see a person who feels like they're deprived or poor, lacking somewhat when it comes to emotional love. So there's some situations with men going on and coming and going and things flying off the handle for the most part. And then I have Queen of Wands here. I'm actually referring back to some of what Journey was just saying about the apple, biting the apple, and her dress reminds me of an apple. So I'm just saying, sometimes we pick certain people, places, or things, but we're going to get something out of it also. So, and the other card I have is Nine of Wands, and that's a woman standing by a tree, like she's sort of like the hermit, and she's got magic. Her knives are down on the ground. Her wands are on the ground, electrical and smoking. So I'm going to go back to your question. Yeah, it's a question. Why is my mother so envious and narcissistic towards me all the time? This has been going on since I was born. And it almost sounds like a rhetorical question. It's almost like when you say, why do people hate me? But you got to actually start saying, and Spirit is saying that too, like, let's go back over the cards again. This is like almost a baby being born, a celebration. Okay, that's love. So you are here. You are physical. You are on earth, and you're here to create and feel good and have fun. And no one or nothing can take over your mind or your emotions. Only you have power and control over that. So even though these people may be in that situation, but if you look closer on this card, you'll see that, like, some people call it the tree of life, the pentacles, stability. You see the tree's fruitful. So I'm taking your words and, like, what's the opposite of envy? When you look at that love that you're getting from the universe itself, and that's the gift your mom was able to give you. She didn't give you things that, like, a lot of your peers had in growing up. And eventually you got older and diagnosed it. You were like, you know what? She's envious. She wants what I have. She wants things that I am, and she's narcissistic. She's in love with herself. She's like a little child, queen mama. As soon as you tell her no, it's a big problem. All this is helping you actually gain strength, find your balance, get momentum. Your children, if you have children, they can have like a way better life, because it's sort of like from all that pain and hurt and confusion that was like around you growing up. You know what I'm saying? This woman here is the Queen of Wands. It's like your best, being at your best, feeling the beauty and everything. But could she be a rotten apple? Could you see, if you were an angel, could you see your mom as a beautiful, voluptuous apple and you want to just dive in her womb and get born to her? Then you get out and you're like, hey, it's rotten, it got worms, things like that. No, but you know what? It made you a better you, and it is making you a better you. So, but like I said, I have the Queen of Wands here, but with your mom, there were a lot of things that went on with her, but I won't justify it or make excuses, because everyone gets to create how they want to perceive things and do things. And I can say for your mom or any other human being, if they don't love you and value you, they don't even, I just put it like this: for the love and goodness you put out, you're going to get it back. But you got to look in that direction. As long as you're looking back at other people, including that boy you dated in high school, that you still ain't let go of that. You still ain't let that go. But it just adds on. That's what I'm saying. You got to let go of some of that and look forward to what you're wanting and how you want to feel. Because why she is that way, it's because she chose to be that way. And now you get to choose how you want to be and what you want. So I'm going to pass it to Journey now. Thanks.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Emma. Appreciate your question. Hope you got some clarity there. All right.
I'm sure she did, Journey, because you said that you're not reading on these nights, but just you telling that story about the apple, you were automatically reading that without the question. And it's like a situation where even when you're a little child, you don't really see the rottenness or the worm. All you see is the red and the goodness, because that's what you're looking for.
It looks shiny and new. Oh, this looks delicious. What the hell is that? You're like, holy shit, that was terrible. If it looks like shit, smells like shit, it's shit.
Right. So she's stuck with saying, oh my goodness. And now, when you get older and you Google stuff or look it up in the books and you start learning, what does narcissism mean? That means I'm in love with myself. It's like that I guess you want to call it a selfish love, where, but the way she put it and the way I'm taking it is like queen baby, like the term they use in rehab. King baby, queen baby. I want what I want. I want it now. Screw your feelings. I don't care how you feel or what you think. I'm going to do, all that kind of stuff.
Exactly. All right. So we've got Belanca here. So let's go ahead and put up Belanca's stuff here. Hey, Mr. Journey, did you make your list before you jumped the list? Was up. You made the list, honey. It's your turn.
Oh, Blanca.
We don't take jumps after the certain part, but you made it in right before. You made it in on the last minute, so go ahead and send us your question, sweetheart. Because after Belanca is going to be Tracy Turtle. So get that question ready, Tracy. All right, here we go. This is Belanca.
Oh, let me see. Miss Trinity, my husband is a wonderful man, though I think of him as if he's still physically here. Whoa, wait a minute, huh? Uh-oh, I was talking about our husband a lot. I know I need to have patience, and I am sorry. I love like a fat kid loves cake. Oh my God, that's so cute. And I know what you're talking about because I actually went back and listened to 50 Cent's song because that song is based on 50 Cent going through hard times, and he was also incarcerated, and all these things were going on in his life. But that female stayed by his side, and he was saying all these reasons, and he's like, "I love you like a fat kid loves cake." So that's how I'm relating what you're saying. It says, "LOL." But so, you think the car place might lie to me about what could be wrong, and will it be fixed? Oh well, I'm not sure. Well. Okay, there. Let me see if I get clarity on that. First of all, boom, I'm trying to figure out why I was talking about you and your husband and he actually passed away. But awkward. But anyway, you'll just have to read into that because I definitely saw the guy and I definitely saw you and him working things out and he's to himself and you guys got to fix it. The car thing, I'm not really seeing much with that right now. Are you talking about when you go back and get the windshields done? I think they want to make money, the job. So I think like in general, like the owner of the place and the workers there, most of them, they want to do a good job and have you come back rather than like rip you off. So I don't want to base the whole company off of one or two people that might be like that. So yeah. So no, I don't think they're going to like just come at you and purposely try to short you if that's what you're asking. Yes, ma'am. Oh, okay. Yeah, we do have to talk about your husband sometime because as I was talking about him, I kind of was getting like, I didn't see his face or anything, but I was seeing you and him together and things going on. So that's interesting. So, okay. All right, I'm going to pass it to you, Journey.
All right. Well, thank you, Belanca, with that question. And I hope you got some clarity there.
Yeah.
My husband is hard to get rid of.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, because like I said, in the card I pulled for y'all, it said honeymoon. No, that was someone else. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm not even going to use my memory at this point. But I know I talked about Blanca's husband, and I didn't know he passed away. But he's still alive to me. Yeah.
Tracy Turtle, you are next on our list. So Tracy, go ahead and give us your question, and then Cassie Lake, get your question ready because you are next. And she also said, laugh out loud, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right, guys. Just know we are here 5 nights a week, Monday through Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 Central. All right. So tomorrow night's about dreams. So if you got a dream you don't understand and would like to get some clarity on it, get that psychic intake as to what is going on in that head. Or did I get a premonition? Because sometimes dreams aren't always dreams. Something to think about.
Whoa.
All right, so no Tracy Turtle. Cassie Lake, go ahead and place your question. Marie Taylor, you are next. Get your question ready. Do not place it. Go ahead, Cassie, and throw us your question.
Those dreams can get lucid.
You know, they can, and some people do get premonition energy, and that has a lot to do with the fact that the mind is more at ease. Because when your mind is at ease, rather than having your cell phone going off, you've got your everyday life going on, you need to be able to understand where you're at, what's going on. So when you're getting this psychic energy, you're not able to process it, or you're not even realizing you're receiving it. So when you go into your dream state, your mind is relaxed enough for you to receive that psychic message, which can also interfere with your dream. So it's something that you need to process. And like I tell everybody has a psychic gift. Everybody uses it differently. And you could be really good with numbers. You can be really good with words. You can be really good with emotions. Just depends on who you are and how you open up. But I always love to find those types of people and help them blossom and to turn into something even more. All right. Well, I do not see Tracy, so I don't see Cassie. Marie Taylor, go ahead and place your question. You are next on the list. And Miranda Leonard, get your question ready. You'll be next. So Marie Taylor, go ahead and throw us your question. Marie Taylor. All right. Looking good. Energy's feeling good. I felt it when I came in the door today. I was like, ooh, this is going to be a busy day and lots of spirits talking tonight, guys. Remember, if you guys can't get a hold of us here on the show, you can always find us at My Psychic Connection. I am there 5 days a week for you guys to get calls between noon Eastern until 9 p.m. So I kind of cut it off an hour before the show so I can get ready, shake off any type of energy that I have from reading on those people so I can come to you guys fresh and relaxed. All right, so I do not see who I am looking for here, so let's go ahead and take the next person here. The next person in line was Miranda Leonard. Go ahead and throw us your question, and JLPA 921, get your question ready. You are next. So, Miranda, throw us your question. Trying to find my drink here, guys. All right. Now, this Friday, if you guys tune in, it will be me and Gifts of Faith tag teaming these readings and having some fun. So, if you guys would like to join us on Friday and get a read from both Faith and myself, don't forget to tune in on Friday. But remember, tomorrow's about dreams. Let's find out what you're dreaming and what does it mean. All right. So there's no Miranda. Let's go with JLPA 921. You are next. So go ahead and throw us your question. And then Moonrock, you will be right after that. So Moonrock, get your question ready. You will be right after JLPA 921. All right, guys. Here we go. I finally got somebody to tune in here. So let's go ahead and get this question started. Trinity, this is JALPA 921.
Okay, hi. Could I get a general reading on what is coming in the next month or so for me, and any messages from loved ones for me? Oh boy, they threw me for a loop. Let me see. And I don't know why, but I was seeing something with a pregnancy. Like maybe it's someone close to you who's pregnant, a female, and it looks like it's a little boy. I just felt like the need to mention that she's concerned about this baby, but the baby's going to be fine and make it. Let me see. Hi, could I get a general reading on what is coming in the next month? Well, here I have what I'm pulling for the next month is I'm getting Queen of Swords here. So, and it's funny because next month is June. So what it looks like you're working on now and what you're going to be working on is alignment, like being in alignment, like basically lining up the things that you wanted for yourself. That you like, actually a lot of it you planned before you were even born. But so for June, I see that strongly with you. So, oh wow, wonder who. Oh, I didn't say who. No, I mean with you. Oh, I have adult kids but don't know of any pregnancy. Oh, that's okay. That's okay then. I wouldn't worry about that because that might come like next month or down the road. But yeah, I did see the pregnant woman and she was like holding her stomach and like, oh, I hope the baby's going to be okay. But the baby is going to be okay. But so for next month, I do see Queen of Swords for you and the Lover's card. So that's like the main gist of what I'm getting. The word I'm getting about is they're saying to me to tell you, to remind you, it's okay to take a leap of faith and that They're saying something about prosperity is a mindset, and it's joking. But I feel like okay, so hypothetically, around you, you have like a life coach or someone who talks to you, like they're in your ear a lot, and it's in your voice. So it's like it's you, but it's really one of your invisible friends talking to you too, and they're saying like, prosperity or poverty is a mindset and a feeling and an emotion, and it's up to you to choose which way you want to go about it. And then they're saying you're sitting on a gold mine and you don't even see it yet. These are all words I'm hearing that they've already said to you. And they're saying you're reaching for things, but some things you're reaching for, you're not even sure if you really want it. And if you did have it, what would you do with it anyway? But with these things I'm talking about are for present and the now, but they're also reaching into next month. Now, I also have the Hermit for you, and I'm actually looking at that for tonight, for present, about you looking into things for enlightenment. And that was like the theme of your week so far. Speaking of like Monday to now and this week going on, I see that that's like where they're taking you at, is getting revelations and enlightenment. And again, I have the Fool here, which is like almost like take a leap of faith, but make sure you have your provisions. They're telling me about that. They're like, tell her to make sure she has everything she's going to need or want, so she doesn't have to go back and get it or stop and get things. But everyone's talking so fast too. And I have the Fool here. So I actually have a male and a female Fool in the Lovers. But that's what's going on for you for next month. And they're like definitely letting me know no major details that I can tell you for sure. But like I said, except that little baby boy. So I don't know. The baby will be fine, is the message for down the road. All right, back to you, Journey. Thank you.
All right, guys, we are going to take our last question of the night. So let's find out who we can get to come forward on the last question of the night. So let's see who we got here. So Moonrock, you are next on our list. So go ahead and send us your question, Moonrock. And they said, okay, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I need Moonrock to go ahead and provide their question. If Moonrock doesn't show up, I need Marie Perry to get their question ready.
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It is okay. All right, so no Moonrock. Let's keep on going. Marie Perry, throw your question. If Marie's not here, I need Mimi TDD. Mimi, tell me your question.
Yeah, they better come on. I don't sit quiet too long. Yes, I do. I'm about to start talking Lillian Creech. Work on your stroke game, girl. No, I'm so spontaneous.
Right. No, Mimi, I need KJ Hartz. KJ Hartz, go ahead and throw us your question. And I need, if KJ is not here, I need Pretty Jones to get their question ready. So is KJ Hartz here?
Whoa. Okay.
KJ Hartz, go ahead and throw me your question. Guys, I'm going straight down the list as it comes through. Sorry, guys, there's a million people that come through, and try to keep it as to get to you guys as fast as I can. If you want to jump on our show early, go 15 minutes before the show starts on YouTube. You're able to say hello. So 15 minutes before the show. If you do it too early, you won't be counted until we get to that 9:45 mark on Eastern time. Eastern time. All right, so KJ Hartz. We got it on Facebook, Twitch, Instagram. We got it pretty much everywhere, guys. But if you want to get on our YouTube channel, you can get on early, 15 minutes early, and say hello so you can get on the list a little bit faster. All right, guys, we're trying to get to our last question here. Pretty Jones, go ahead and throw your question. If not, I need Lisa Howard. So Pretty Jones. Pretty Jones. All right, Pretty Jones. There we are. Pretty Jones, you are our last question of the night, and Pretty Jones is new to our show. So let's go ahead and place the question. Pretty Jones here is Trinity. Trinity, Pretty Jones.
Wow, I heard about her. Actually, my ex and I are off and on. I am trying to see if he is ready for a commitment. And also if I should move with him because no one wants us together, or my mom. Help, I really do feel he has changed. Yeah, but see, the thing is, right? And it's funny, Pretty, because like usual, you've answered your own questions. Because where you're saying that you and him are actually off and on. That's not a stable, secure situation emotionally for you or him. You know, tempers flare up, things are going on, you're up and you're down. So when you talk about moving in together, and now we're talking about a possible lease, which is like a year commitment at least of financial things, or put you in that position of up and down more. And I get what you're coming from. Like you said, I'm trying to see if he's ready for a commitment. If he was, you wouldn't say that because you'd know he's committed because everything he's saying and doing would line up with that. So he's having a conflict of interest right now as far as the commitment that you're seeking. And by him having that contrast and conflict of interest, is causing him confusion, and he's not clear on exactly when he wants to move in with you or how or where and how it's going to go. So there is some back and forth with that also. Then you said also if I should move with him because no one wants us together, or my mom. Well, a lot of times moms do have that maternal instinct, but the thing about other people wanting y'all together, I have to look at those people and their motives. Are they people that you feel as though genuinely love you and care for you, or are they people that are more or less controlling and judging him? Are they looking down on him and finding all his flaws? Because that's actually determine whether you want to even consider what they have to say about it. But if like history is showing you that this is a person who's in my corner looking out for my best interest, maybe I need to consider what they're saying. But ultimately, yeah, the choice and decision is yours and your ex's. Then it says, help, I really feel he has changed. Anyone can show you they changed for a temporary purpose or time to get you in. Some people will pull you in just so you can get close with them, just so they can slam the door on you and hurt you. And then later when you ask them why, it'll come out in an argument. When they bring it all up, they'll be like, yeah, I did that because you had said this and you had did that. And you're like, Doran, I thought we were way past that. But it's unusual. But I actually met people who do that, you know, who want revenge so bad. They're willing to be nice, hang out with you, smile, and you don't even see it. It's like way under the radar. So I did pull some cards for you. And I did get this card here, Six of Swords, mental lovers. This is lovers. But it's swords, so it's talking about the mind of lovers and changing the mind and on and off. And then I get the Queen of Swords. And in that case, yeah. So Queen of Swords, and that's what I'm talking to you about. Like for him, and I'm pulling King of Swords, and this is all for him. It's intellectual. He must be a very intellectual guy in his head all the time. He's got to have like Gemini sun or rising or moon Gemini. Something's going on with him mentally. And they're contrasting. So I have this King of Pentacles here. And to me, if this card is advising you, what they're saying is wherever you're at right here and right now, maintain your stability and build it up. But I get what you're saying because I can almost feel you. I can almost empathize. You want to lay down and cuddle with him and live with him and build a life together. And you're willing to take him on the basis of basically unconditional love. But I can't say it's being reciprocated the same way you're putting it out. Because no matter what flaws he has, any guy you get with, or if you live with anyone else, whoever you live with, they're going to have some kind of flaw eventually. You know, moms, I'm a mom too. And it's like on some level, mom, you lived your life. Now I have to live mine. And it's like she cannot be held responsible for your choices and decisions. And you're not responsible for hers. So at that point, you know, I'm going to always encourage you. Like, you just got to trust it. You got to follow your emotions and your mind when they both line up together, though. If your mind is saying one thing, your head is saying one thing, that spirit's saying you need to wait and get more clarity. You need more answers first. You need to see a few more things and hear a few more things. You believe he's changed. You slept with him, so you do know him better than most. You know, he's told you secrets and confidences that he don't tell with everybody. So you have to consider all of that and weigh it out. But I think the moving, whether it's with him or a female friend or a relative, that's something you do want to take your time on, because I do have this moon card, and the moon is like showing you. It's like nighttime. Everything is not revealed to you yet to give you the information you need to make a wise decision. And this card is showing me that you feel like you're carrying a lot. There is a lot with you, but you're at the end of the cycle. And I say that in the sense of you keep asking, when's it going to end? When's that going to stop? Even though I saw your picture, you're beautiful. You look peaceful and happy. But on some level, you are asking, like, when's this ever going to end or stop? It's going to come to an end in the cycle, and you are going to stand up for yourself, and you are going to be victorious. The other people, it's going to hit them just like with this tower. It don't matter if they got money or they're poor. The truth is going to come out. That's what the cards are telling me to tell you. They said, let her know that the real truth is going to come out. So don't even trip on it. I have 9 of Swords here. Don't forget your nighttime meditations. And Journey spoke about dreams. So I'm going to just emphasize that as I'm about to stop talking soon. But it's very important to remind yourself that you're going to relax. You're going to wake up and you're going to remember your dream. And you're going to wake up feeling refreshed and happy and, good. And start your day like that. And the dreams are going to speak to you and show you what's going on psychologically and everything, and warn you sometimes. But yeah, this guy, if you ask me what vibe I get from him, I think he's a real love bear. I think he's a real teddy bear, and he's got a whole lot of good attributes, and I can see why you fell for him. But on the same token, when we're talking about living together and combining things, you don't want to do that with anybody that's unstable. And if you do, then you have to be prepared for what comes next. And you know what I mean? You can do it, but just understand he might change his mind and y'all might have a fight. And then he might take it a step further and be like, look, I don't even want this anymore. Like, huh? So just, use caution and you'll get more answers soon. And I almost want to say that from Spirit Realm, that's a promise from them. They're promising me that if you keep paying attention and you keep going to Spirit, they are going to answer you with full clarity upon that situation of you and this guy, and you're going to get more information. But some of it they're not telling you yet because it's still being worked out, if that makes sense, on his behalf. Okay, I'm passing it to Journey now. Thank you.
All right. Well, thanks, Trinity. And, I feel as though that there was a lot of clarity there, and getting an understanding of grounding and, being prepared for what's happening there. So Pretty Jones, thank you so much for your question tonight. Says, thank you so much. I'm crying.
Oh, that's sweet.
I'm glad we were able to help and give you the understanding of what you needed there and the clarity in which you deserve. So, there's a lot of things that happen in our lives, and we always have questions to ask. And, you don't have to run or hold it back or talk. You want to talk to somebody and you're wanting to express that energy, but yet the other person starts talking about themselves. That's why I always say you can come to us at My Psychic Connection and we will talk to you. You guys are people. We know that. You have hearts. But we also want you to get the clarity and the understanding and the things that are ahead. They may not always be good at the moment. There's a reason that they're happening. And that's why I always feel talking with us here gives you that clarity and understanding, because there may not be something positive at the moment, but this turnaround that you're having in your life ends up being something more positive if you can get the clarity in which you need. So, very good. It's always an honor and a pleasure to be here with you, Trinity. You know that, and I love you.
Thank you.
Everybody else here loves you as well. And guys, tune in every Wednesday night for the rest of this season for Trinity. We got 2 more shows with Trinity before the season break, and then she will be back in September to grace us with her presence. She may do a couple pop-ups in our summer show. We shall see.
I might, yeah.
Exactly. But we want to say thank guys for watching, and we will be back tomorrow with Dream Interpretations with me, Journey Ryan. So stay tuned to that. And until then, I want to say thank you guys for all being here tonight, and we will catch you tomorrow. You guys have a beautiful evening, and write them dreams down.